Welcome, Nightlings. Midnight hour has approached. Finally, it has approached. I am wearing the infamous merch. It's not infamous. It's phenomenal. It's very comfy. If you haven't got yours yet, go get it now at the Horror Headquarters website, and we are on Shopify, so you guys can pick it up. Today, I am going to show you guys some footage that I took while on a ghost tour in London. It was such a phenomenal tour. I had a really amazing tour guide, and I met a lot of really kind and respected people. It was an experience that I will never forget, that I would love to open up a lot more and discuss on a different episode. Doesn't really have anything to pertain with the experience I had with other people, because the experience I had with people was amazing. More so the locations, because there's a lot of different locations that we were taken to. I hope you guys love this episode. I don't want to talk too much, but that's basically what tonight's episode is about a ghost tour that I went on. A guided ghost tour where I learned so much about the Great Fire of London, about tragedies that occurred in London, about people that have died and passed away and that haunt lands and different landmarks all around London, and certain stories that have occurred and that people still swear by till this day. It was definitely a big wake-up call, because I didn't think London was this haunted. I know that's kind of silly because I've never been there, but going and learning about the Great Fire of London and the impact it had on people, on businesses, on people's lives, and just learning about the complexity of the situation, how it led to so many different haunted things and landmarks being built, and the leftovers of World War II, and how a lot of buildings are still preserved the way that they were after World War II. Like, they weren't fixed, to keep that kind of as a reminder of what had happened and how we don't want any of that to happen again. So I'm going to leave the rest for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys see any ghosts in these videos, please drop it in the Q&A below, which will be on Spotify, because this episode is exclusive to Spotify for the video, but the audio will be on every other platform. So if you guys don't have Spotify, get it. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. Or you guys can also watch this on YouTube. But with that, I hope you guys enjoy the episode, and I will see you in a little bit. Hey guys, so I am currently heading to a ghost tour, a 2-hour ghost tour from 8 to 10 p.m. in London. And it's going to be taking place next to a tower, and then we're going to be dropped off at St. Paul's Cathedral. Of course, wearing my swag, our headquarters promoting it, because I'm going to be talking about this, hence why I'm recording this right now. So we're going to see what happens, and I am so excited because I heard really good things about this place and about this tour. So I'm hoping it lives to expectations. Lights are flickering on the train that I'm on.
The next stop is Tower Gateway, where this train will terminate. All change for London Underground, District and certain lines at Tower Hill Station. Please leave the train.
Passing by the Tower of London, which is terrifying, but so freaking cool at the same time. Here is a better view. So cool. Oh my gosh. The architecture is insane. Like, wow. There you can see they have like a little trail down there that you can go on. This isn't the tour though. I am supposed to go over there, which I'm heading to right now. You see that little church? That's right. Alright, so we are outside All Hallows by the tower. I'm like the only one here right now. If I end up being the only person, that's gonna be freaking cool, because that's a one-on-one experience. I honestly don't care, because that's freaking wicked as hell. And it's already sounding so cool. Like, the tour guide is really nice. Alright, we are outside the Royal Exchange and another building. I forgot what the name is, but I just learned about one of the creepiest ghosts, and it's really creepy, about a named girl named Anne. People seeing her at night, so it's really creepy. This tour is going phenomenally, by the way, so far. It said Royal Exchange, and the Bank of London. Bank of London. And this is like a place where like very high class people live and get shopping done. So I'm really excited to see what else I learn on this tour. Alright, so this is a church from 1123. It's over 900 years old. And as you guys know, I don't like cemeteries. And I get really weird feelings around cemeteries. And, oh, look, I'm stepping on a dead body right now. But the story over here was about a guy that was like overly friendly, and he would always clothe people and feed them if they needed help. And once he died, someone stole one of his shoes from his casket, and it's said that his ghost still roams around the church grounds looking for his missing shoe. So that story is really creepy, but I have to say, as soon as I stepped up here, I got a really weird feeling because it got really silent. And obviously, like, it's probably because it's in a really secluded area, but I'm like, there's something wrong about this place. And I didn't even know it was like gonna have a freaking cemetery outside of a church. And I just woke up, I'm like, why did I get sudden all the time? I'm like, oh my god, look, gravestones. That's not tight. I actually wonder if you can go inside, because the church alone, the architecture, it's just insane. Honestly, for being in a cemetery, for someone that doesn't like cemeteries, this one feels a lot different than other ones. The fact that some people are buried right outside of a church that's over 900 years old is kind of creepy to me, but we'll see what happens. I love how I'm like, we'll see what happens, and it like leads into like a different clip, and like, what just happened? What's going on? I feel like I'm dreaming because I'm walking in a cemetery, and it really creeps me out. Here's some more of the gravestones over there, which is like really creepy. I'm thinking of taking a cemetery tour because the history of how many people have died here and been hung is pretty crazy. These are from World War II because it was heavily bombed over here, which is really creepy. And like, it's the only part of the hospital that hasn't been repaired from it. Sir William Wallace. And we were just told that this market over here was also bombed during then, and it was completely rebuilt. But this part remains the way it was, which... Alright, we are now heading to the last spot. Super creepy tour so far. Learning a lot about London, about the people that have died here, what happened, the Great Fire of London that destroyed 80% of London. Definitely have to research that a lot more, and love to do an episode on that alone, but just learning about the history, learning about the buildings that were destroyed and rebuilt from it, and the ghost stories that emerged from it, and it's quite a ride. Quite a ride. I am shocked, and we're actually, like I said, heading to the last spot, which I believe is St. Paul's Cathedral. Now, I heard a lady scream her lungs out in here when I went inside, and apparently I was the only one who heard it, because I asked 3 different people inside if they heard someone screaming, because it was a loud ass scream. Like, if you're walking in from the entrance, it was to the left from when we were sitting in the middle of it. No one else heard it except me. So if he discusses something about a lady screaming, or about some lady that died, or anything like that, I'm gonna lose it. But if he doesn't, then that's just a personal experience, or maybe I'm just going crazy. We'll find out. St. Paul's Cathedral. There it is. Another great view. It's literally such a beautiful building, you guys. Okay, it is night, and I know the quality of this video is really bad. I asked him about the screaming lady or person that I heard when I was in the cathedral, and he said there's nothing in this area about that type of thing, but there is a prison to the left of here, which is where I heard it was from the left when I was inside, and they say they can hear screams at night. So I think that was it. But great tour, loved the experience, learned a lot, met some amazing people, and I'm excited to get back home, I mean, like back in Michigan, and talk a little bit more. But really creepy, really weird, learned a lot, and I'm excited to get back to the hotel because I really don't want to get my phone snatched, because there are pickpockets here in London. That's another thing. But yeah, talk to you guys soon. Alright, I am back in the hotel. I completely forgot what I was supposed to be talking about, but I wanted to make one last video before I went to sleep. I wanted to say that that tour was truly amazing. I met some really kind people. Cassandra, I forgot everyone else's name. I'm so sorry, but I know your guys' faces, so If you're watching or listening to this episode, thank you, and please leave a comment. Like if you're on Spotify, leave something in the Q&A letting me know you're here. That would literally make my day because everyone was just so kind and sweet, and it was such a great experience. I'm hoping to do another tour like that again, but overall really great, and I can't wait to write down a bunch of the things I was told and then like delve deeper into a bunch of the ghost stories I was told about and see what else happens. But very, very, very excited to see what happens. Definitely the hospital is on the top of my list, as well as the cemetery with the church right next to it, because they were pretty close to each other. So I want to see if there's any correlation between that as well, because London is a lot more haunted than I previously assumed. I mean, I know it was haunted, but I did not know it was this creepy. Then learning a lot more about the history, I'm like, oh, all right, it makes sense. But we'll see. I always say, we'll see this, we'll see that. On to the next. That is the end of episode 43 of the Horror Headquarters. I think this is probably going to be the shortest episode I've done thus far, but I promise you guys, so much is coming. I'm going to keep traveling and doing different things, and I am also planning so many different stuff. I can't say what it is, but there's so much coming, you guys. Please, 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 if you guys enjoy this episode, please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and to share it with a friend to have them experience what London is like. I'm like stumbling over my words a lot, but London was truly, truly life-changing. I did learn a lot. Obviously, besides how clean they are and like how formal and kind and respectful they are, just how haunted it all is, and how much history is over there is mind-boggling to me. And a week over there was not enough. I definitely have to go back. I would love to go back very soon. Obviously, there's so many other places I would love to travel to. But yeah, there is so much coming, because I also went to the Oxford Castle and prison. That was a really creepy experience. And then I also climbed the Great St. Mary's Church in Cambridge. And climbing the round stairs, or the swirl stairs? I forgot what the name was. Horrific. And as someone that's claustrophobic, I did not like it. And a lot of creepy stuff happened. But until next time, tread very lightly and pray for forgiveness. Midnight hour is approaching. Very, very soon. Okay. This is completely random. It's like 12:50, and I swear to God, I'm not even making this up. I just felt someone push the top of my forehead.